if we can get away from that greed, you know, back in the day, in the coastal ways, you know, wealth was not a materialistic thing. Wealth was the wisdom and knowledge that was passed to you by elders, by your teachers, right? That was wealth. In the 1800s, when they started the railroad over here on the west coast to meet from the east coast and meet in the middle, right? That really opened it up for the rape of the land. As a native Alaskan, my people's been up in the Arctic oceans for thousands of years, and we've learned to live in that environment. Unfortunately, my tribe, that's how they've made their monies, is by taking oil or leasing our land to these big oil companies, you know. But they try to do things up there in a good way, but reality is, you know, fossil fuels is a fossil fuel, no matter how you look at it, right? And we need to get away from that. You know, and to organize, come together, I think the biggest things for people to do is be able to talk about it. Whether it's one-on-one or talking to 1,000 people at once, is bringing that awareness. It's good to get out there and do direct action in a good way, right? Not to where you're hurting people, not to where you're infringing on other people's rights. Have people more aware, even in our different groups and coalitions, is being able to teach them more about the natural laws, having people step up that know about natural laws to inform the people. You know. I think that can help. You know, like here in the Northwest, we got those big liquid gas plants that they want to put in. Puyallup, right? Kalama. And, you know, if those have issues, I mean, imagine what the impact on that land would be, on the waterways. You're talking in the Puget Sound, right? The effect it would have on the natural world, because you have so many different whales that come visit, you know, because it used to be very fertile lands. That's why there's so many oysters and clams up in the sound, you know, Hood's Canal. If something were to happen up there, it would devastate the Northwest here. You know, the wrong that's been done. How do we clean that up? You know, how in environmental justice, how can we work with the opposite side to come to an agreement to be able to take care of the places that's been contaminated, right? And do it in a good way. You know, that's where your collaboration with the enemy comes in, right? Having to figure out how to take care of that. I don't want to be political, right? Try not to be political like that. But this is going to set us back. These next 4 years is going to set us back 20, 30 years. You know, how do we take care of that? You know, how do we change that? We're in new ground again. Over the years, I've had some really amazing teachers, spiritual leaders. I think protecting the earth and protecting the plants and the people and our environment is a spiritual battle. To me, you know, that's just my own opinion. My teachers, like Bruce Miller, you know, taught me about the plants and the mountains and the forests. Taught me about the cedar, you know, and how everything is connected. Mother Earth provides for us, right? If we take care of it in a good way, it's going to be there, right? And so the fights that we have now, you know, is in the environmental stuff, is a lot of them resources are being taken away because of corporate greed again. There's the liquid natural gas they want to pump through. There's the trains that they want to put oil in and ship across, you know, the land. There's the deforestation that's going on, and all the new issues that are going to be coming up with this new administration in, you know, tying the hands of the EPA, right, and allowing profit over people, profit over the environment, profit over the next generations, because they can only see what's there now. That greed, you know, that's a big challenge. Out Standing Rock, we had the Spokane people show up in their canoe, their dugout. They went from the mouth all the way up the Cannonball River, and it's ice. There's a guy in the kayak out there had to break the ice so the canoe could come up, you know, and it was probably, I don't know, minus 10 degrees or something like that, you know. So it was a really good sight to see them come up, you know, and put the people putting in the effort to support Mother Earth, to support the clean water. The way people helped each other was a beautiful thing, you know, and they were there to help Mother Earth, you know, not only helping others, but our sole purpose was to protect Mother Earth. And a lot of good seeds came out of that. Some of the things that I think, for me, that I learned, you know, is the tactics that the government used. You know, that was good, because they showed us their cards, right? So, and future things, we know what we can expect, right? And how do we mitigate those things? Here in Portland, when they were moving that big drilling oil rig, and all them people in their kayaks showed up and dangled off the St. John's Bridge, right, to try to stop that, you know. That was really cool to see, right? That was really cool to see. People trying, because if we don't try it, then we're in trouble. When Standing Rock started, you know, here in Portland, we started putting together a committee. You know, I was watching our people get hurt out there, you know, it made me angry. And rather than going out and being violent against the oppressors, we organized. And so we organized a committee of people that came up with getting donations, raising funds to help get people to Standing Rock, to be out there to support in a good way. You know, listening to our elders, to stand in prayer, you know, because it's a spiritual battle, right? We might have been, you know, we might have got kicked out of Standing Rock, but if you look at now in the courts, they're siding on us. How we're gonna win these fights is in the court system, unfortunately, you know, and we all know if you've been in the justice system, it's really tough to fight. But if we're standing in a good way and we're doing things in a good way, in the end, Creator and Mother Earth is going to be on our sides. It's a big help for my spirit to be able to continue the work that we do, because sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes we just want to say, oh, I give up, you know. Well, we can't. I mean, you could, but Creator ain't going to allow that, right? To be able to open those doors for people is very important. You know, like at the rallies in Portland. You know, a couple of them, we had over 1,000 people there. And they listened. You know, they listened to our elders speak about the water and the environment. And some of them come up and, you know, said, hey, I was just walking by and I heard people speaking. But it really touched me. You know, it touched me down. What can I do to help? You know, so you just kind of give them a few words and point them off in the right direction. You let them go and do how they feel they need to do things. So awareness is a key thing. The people that just surprises me is your average person that's usually at home sitting on their couch watching TV. That what I call couch potatoes. They're waking up, you know. And you can recognize people that are just like, wow, I didn't know that was going on, you know. And to hear them say, well, you know, that's not right. What can we do about it? You know, that's the important thing, is waking up those people that are asleep. It's not just a native thing, it's a human being thing. And it's us taking care of the planet that we live on, Mother Earth, and taking care of those animals that can't take care of themselves, that don't have a voice about the land, about Mother Earth. We're their voice. You know, we're the voices of our children and our children's ancestors. We are those voices.